Hi all and welcome to the channel. This video will cover the early iteration of the persistence element within DCS. As you know, it's currently work in progress and is primarily aimed at the more casual mission builder, who uses the mission editor to set up simple missions with limited triggers, either for their individual use or to fly online with friends. Future updates based on your feedback will expand upon what's being provided in the first instance, so just bear that in mind. Today, I'll run through the very basics of what is available, the new trigger conditions that are associated with that. So, let's get started. So, first things first, how on earth do I save a mission? Well, basically I've set something up very simple here. I've got a truck, I've got an A10 on the runway, which is me, and then I've got a vehicle here which I'm going to explode. So let's go into the mission and get started. And here we are on the runway. That fire truck should explode shortly. There we go. And basically what I want to do is I want to save the mission at this particular point. Press escape. You'll now see Save Mission here. So I'll click on that. I will then rename it Persist Test Save and make it version 1. And click OK. I'll then quit out of the mission. If you forget to save the mission at the previous screen, you also have an option to save it at the debriefing screen. So you will simply click on Save Mission, type in the name of the mission that you want to save, and click OK. I'll go into the mission editor and I will open that save, which is there. Click on that, click OK. Now what you'll notice now is that vehicle was saved at the point that it had reached. My aircraft is still on the runway and I'm around about here in actuality. But you'll also notice that that exploded unit has now been removed. So it saved the state of the mission at the point that I decided to save it. And that's how basically you save mission. In this early release version of Persistence, there are 4 key states I'd like to highlight for you that will be saved for the next mission. So the first is the warehouse state. So anything that you've used from an airfield will be deducted from the warehouse. Next, we have the aircraft armament and location state, which records and registers weapons that have been used and the position of the aircraft at the point that you saved. Next, we have the vehicle route and location state, which I showed you earlier. From the save point, wherever the vehicle got to on its waypoint route, it saved at the point that it had reached. And finally, we've got the unit damage state, which, as you saw earlier again, it will remove a destroyed vehicle from the map. So they're the 4 key states that I'd like to highlight for you. And here we are in the mission editor. And I've set up a very simple and basic mission that doesn't contain any triggers. And the point there is that to be able to use persistence within DCS, you don't have to have triggers set up at all. You'll see it's completely blank. If I fly this mission with a friend or by myself, and I take out a few targets here, and then I fly back to base, then I don't have any more time to fly. So I will save the mission at that particular point. When you save the mission and you open the saved version and you fly it again, you'll notice that the targets that you originally took out are now no longer there. So that's simple and straightforward for mission builders who don't have a great deal of triggers or have 0 triggers. But you don't need a trigger to save the mission is the point. Now this video is dragging on a little bit, so what I will do is I'll break it down into 2 parts. So the next video will cover off the trigger conditions that have been implemented with the new Persistence. So thanks for watching, I hope you found it useful, and I'll catch you later. Take care now.